Hello, Amber here from Symbols for Living. This is the weekly love tarot scope, I guess you could say, for Cancerians for the week of the 8th of May to the 14th of May. And by the way, thank you very much for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. I really appreciate it. I am truly touched. It's made my week. Thank you so much. Okay, so with the reading, we've got the Hierophant, the Two of Swords reversed, the Moon, the Nine of Wands, and then we've got the Death card reversed in your spiritual advice or crowning the reading. So the Death card reversed stood out to me the most, along with the Hierophant and in fact the Moon. They're major arcanas. It's a little bit concerning to see the Moon in the challenge sector. So it looks like there is like some sleepless nights, possibly a lot of deep fears coming to the surface. That's what seems to be happening here. Maybe the Death card reverse is linked to that. With it being in reverse, it's not, I guess you could say, well dignified. So we would read that, well, I would read that to say that there is some sort of death that is occurring, but for some reason it's taking longer than it should do, or that someone's not letting it die, or someone is forcing an ending and pushing the ending too quickly, so it's not really properly ending because it's being pushed along here. But I think in this reading, I think that something is not being let go of because of a fear. And with the Two of Swords in reversed, it could suggest that maybe someone is being quite stubborn and not willing to make a decision. And they're holding their ground here with the Nine of Wands. And the Hierophant here says that possibly this is about fundamental values. Maybe it's fundamental values that somebody has, maybe religious beliefs or values that is maybe stirring up, or this relationship is stirring up a lot of maybe subconscious or forgotten beliefs or fears that one of you two have in the relationship with regards to their religion, possibly, which is left someone undecided, causing the Death card not to go forward. But someone's still standing their ground. Someone is not giving up emotionally. Someone's still fighting for this to work. And with the Death card being reversed, it does show that, maybe there isn't, a death per se with the relationship. It could just be a change, a quite profound change in the relationship that needs to take place. On a more positive note, though, the Hierophant card could mean, especially in the material sector, it could mean that there is going to be a real kind of literal manifestation of your values. So if you are quite religious and do believe in marriage, and you're quite set on the idea, it could be that you decide, rather than being undecided, you have decided that you'd like to, marry this person or propose to this person. And maybe you haven't had an answer yet, so you can't really move forward with this change that you want for your relationship. The person hasn't decided, and it's also maybe left you feeling it's brought up a lot of fears for you, and now you're feeling quite anxious and you're not sleeping well and you're worrying about it because you can't logically come to a conclusion about it. You can't just figure out what this person's going to say and why, and what the answer is going to be and why. You have to just wait and see. And with the Nine of Wands here, this is another card about waiting as well. So, waiting, standing your ground, not giving up now, and I think emotionally that's how you feel. You do feel quite, battered and bruised throughout this, but you are standing your ground. And I think with the card being upright, it is saying, yeah, definitely stand your ground. And with the Moon card upright as well, I think it's saying, it's completely normal for you to feel that way. So don't let it drive you to to the edge. Maybe just take the time to listen to those fears. They could well aid you once they're analysed and looked at and pulled out and addressed. You could gain a lot of insight into yourself. So it's the Moon card is not, it's not a pip card, it's a major arcana. So it's a very valuable lesson that you could learn here. So yeah, just hold on tight. Hopefully that person will make a decision soon. If you're completely single, it looks like there are changes happening in your love life. And that, I think the Death card is asking you to, let those changes happen. Don't stop these changes, let them happen. So that could be a challenge for you this week, is to let changes happen rather than maybe worrying about them too much with the Moon card here. In your challenge sector, like, don't worry about it too much, let the changes happen. Yes, none of this makes sense. Death never makes sense. The Death card and all that is attributed to it and how it manifests in our lives doesn't always make sense. We don't understand why things leave. The things that seem to have made perfect sense in our life suddenly fall away. That can happen with the Death card. And with it being in reverse, I think it's saying here, like, it's trying to do the right thing. It's trying to release you from certain unneeded things in your life with regards to love, but it's being slowed down for some reason. I think it's possibly because you're fearing the change, but you may be fearing the change, but again, emotionally you are feeling quite strong, and I think you have weathered quite a storm, so it's understandable why you're fearing this. But again, don't give up. The Hierophant card is also here as well, which I believe, because it's related to Taurus, it's about not giving up. It's about remaining fixed in your position, fixed in your beliefs, fixed in your values, and not giving up, going with the flow, even though you are scared, or maybe it's raised some fears for you. Use that as an opportunity to look into what those fears are bringing up that will hopefully aid you as you do move into any new relationships. Although I can't see anyone here coming into the picture, to be honest, but if they do come into the picture, they're likely to be a Taurian, or somebody of someone who's quite philosophical, quite wise, maybe even I did want to say open-minded because of the whole philosophy aspect, but then I remember that no. This is definitely about this card is definitely about group, the group mind, the group mentality in a way, or like minds. So you could meet someone that you do really share a connection with. And there is a 2 here in the deck. In the spread. So could be a connection here with somebody. It could very well be, although it may be a bit challenged. Communication may be a bit challenged between you two. Mainly because of indecision, I think, on your part in moving forward, or possibly the other person's part in letting go of the past and moving into a new phase in their life. I also wanted to mention that I did see the Ace of Pentacles. It kind of popped out when I was doing the shuffling, but I just didn't get the feeling to really look into it any further. But then I did remember to, I said to myself, if I shuffle again and I see it, then I will know that it's definitely wanting to be seen, and it has appeared at the bottom of the deck. So it does factor into the reading, which did make me think about marriage, because I do see the Ace of Pentacles as offering a ring. Sometimes it's the offer of the engagement ring. So maybe there is a proposal coming, or a proposal that has been made that someone is waiting for. And if not, this could definitely be a brand new beginning in a relationship or in a single person's life. There is a brand new beginning on the horizon. It looks quite promising as well. Even materially, it could work out quite well. Someone of actual real substance could be introduced to you this week. Or you could find that your relationship reaches that kind of substantial level and someone suggests a more permanent setup in the relationship. I also pulled a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, number 22, which is named Blessed, which seems like a lovely card. So I'm going to just pull out the description of that for you. Sorry about this. Okay, so got it. So it says here, you are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. That does speak to the Hierophant, doesn't it? Blessed by the divine. With the Hierophant card being so closely connected to spirituality and religion, and with his hands in a position where he is blessing the people that are knelt down before him, this union could very well be blessed, and marriage could very well be on the horizon, or proposal. So yeah, this union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. Again, Taurus and beauty. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. That's just beautiful. So yeah, these changes with the Moon card, yeah, definitely. Whatever's being brought up here, you're being challenged to really look at it and use it as a tool to aid you in your current relationship or relationships moving forward, or even your relationship with yourself. The Moon card is a very personal card to do with your subconscious. So yeah, definitely a great week for healing this week, and self-development, to get a deeper intimacy with yourself and your partner. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please do leave a comment, send me an email. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. I'm not very busy on those social sites, but feel free to leave a message. I'll always get back to you. Otherwise, have a fantastic week. And always remember to let love guide you and not fear. Take care. Bye-bye.